All right. We're into Wednesday midweek, July 24th. Drivers, we know it. U.S. China yesterday afternoon. First reports that they were going to have face to face on Monday in Shanghai. They rallied. They closed strong. They had a nice rally after today's open, and I missed it. I kind of got a late start, and I knew that, so I said I got to be willing to miss something. I'm not going to press it, and I'm not going to get mad if I miss something. And it helps me, and I think it would help people to be okay with missing good trades, missing an opportunity. You're going to miss a lot of opportunity. I mean, really. So you got to be careful. Um, I can't tell you how many times I missed opportunity of picking up girls and getting their phone numbers in my time. So you're gonna miss opportunities. You got to be patient. You got to understand that it's part of the game. Now, this is the rally after the open. Nice little pop. New overnight highs. It gets through this and this, and I don't try to buy it here on the edge zone. So I'm a little aggravated when the market's coming back into here. You guys could attest to that. I had done something and pretty much scratched it, right? Looking for this move here is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the next breakout. So I did something in here, knowing I wasn't in a good location because that's the good location, knowing where I was at on the map. Therefore, I didn't take heat down to there. Do you ever sometimes get long, let's say, for this example, and then get stopped out and say I should have got in where I got stopped out? That's what I did not allow to happen. So then when we're coming into here, I'm looking for this breakout. And it became, I'll shave my head off moment if it doesn't rally. And a couple things happened. Number one, you could clearly see this consolidation box actually forming. So breakout's got to come, right? So then before we know this, I start anticipating that, and we go to this chart, where is the selling going to come in? Where we could get this market above it, could get nervous. So let's play it. And this is the middle of the consolidation box right in here. All right. And let's play let's see, share computer sound. Starts to get above this red, right? Starts to make some nervous, make some shorts nervous. I think we might have had that selling coming, but right before 9:30. You guys remember?
9 3/4.
But they had 8 quarters. So get above this red, starts to release, and now you're getting above the top of this consolidation box. And the first inventory stop were these 10 halves. So you get above this red, number one. Number two, you already know the top of the consolidation box that I showed you on the previous chart, but it's essentially these rotational highs. 8 quarter was a price we talked about because there was a fight between aggressive buying and selling all through this consolidation. To me, that was ground zero within this chop. That was like the pivot, not just because it was in the middle, but you had aggressive buying and selling that kind of just duked it out throughout this whole chop. And so this was the breakout. The timing was above 8 quarter, above where some of this selling came in, and consolidation box breakout. And then one last thing. Let me pause it. We bring down the Russell, and the Russell right at the bottom of 930 did what? What did it do? It had buy stops above all those rotational highs. It started to do this right at the same time. So you got a few things working. You got a consolidation box in the ES looking for a breakout. You got buyers and sellers duking it out at 8 quarter. You got above there, could get a release through some of this downside pressure to release in the short saying, holy crap. And then you got an ancillary also breaking out of a congestion box that was the leader to the upside most of the early session. That's the congestion box. Wham. That helped, and that pushed us right at the bottom of the hour. And it's not a victory lap. It's a pull some things together and be consistent. Remember this. Take your skill, see where it overlaps, and be consistent at trading in the overlap. It could be ancillaries and breakouts and different things like that that matter. And I think that that's helped a lot of people when you pull in order flow with edge zones along with the correlation and the ancillaries. Man, when I hear people say in the chat in the room about this helped, the Russell helped me, I tied it with the NASDAQ, I knew this was supposed to happen because of what, I mean, those are things that people do not talk about before any other education. I always encourage people, do a search on YouTube or on Google on intermarket correlations for day traders. You won't have anybody teaching it. You know why? Because they're not. You want to learn what other people are not. Have a good rest of the day.